Today is an important day, September 30th, National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. The 5th, to be exact. It's not a celebration, it's a day of recognition. It's a day to uplift voices. So my message is going to be quick. When people ask why we need to have a day that focuses on truth and reconciliation, it's real simple. Because it is important to remember our past and understand that the past influences the present and the future. I am always baffled as to why there are people who oppose this day of remembrance, this day of acknowledgement, because these are the same people that say, get over it. And so I'm going to put that back on them. If you don't want to recognize the atrocities of what happened, get over it. Because it's still happening. There's an overrepresentation of Indigenous people in the child welfare system, in the criminal justice system. You have politicians like Pierre Poilievre that said they just need to pick themselves up from the bootstraps. You have politicians and groups still not understanding what treaty rights are, just wanting to do whatever they want because they want it. That happened in the past, and it's still happening. The reason that we need to acknowledge truth and reconciliation is that without acknowledging it, nothing changes. And because you have people like this, and people like this, and people like this, who tout the virtues of free speech, but only believes that it applies to them. Just disgusting comment after disgusting comment. Oh, mass graves are a hoax. Residential schools were good. Nobody forced the kids to go. Why do white people continuously deny the atrocities of what we did in the past? Because let's be real, they're all palm-colored. This guy. This guy. This one. White guilt. They're the reason why we need to have National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. Because it's not about guilt. It's about acknowledgement. If you feel white guilt, that's a you problem. Because using that term is rooted in racism. On days like today, you cannot tell me that Indigenous children didn't make it home after residential schools. You cannot tell me that the government of Canada didn't have as its agenda to annihilate Indigenous culture. You cannot tell me that using the excuse that it was just disease that killed Indigenous kids in school is plausible. Oh, I'm sure there was disease. But all these palm-colored people trying to whitewash our history is the reason we need truth and reconciliation. Because if this was a white kid, it would have been all hands on deck on June 3rd. If you don't believe that there's mass graves, then why does it bother you so much when people say there are? I'll give you one guess. Because you devalue Indigenous lives so much that you don't even want to consider what we did to them. And I'm going to warn you right now, if I see negative comments, I wear this pin every September 30th. It's not much, but it does two things. It supports an Indigenous artist, I'll tag below, and it shows people that I am not afraid to acknowledge what happened in the past, what continues to happen today, and until we change something, is going to happen in the future. Acknowledging truth and reconciliation doesn't take anything away from you, but it sure does give something to somebody else. The recognition that we see them.